Nobody's staring at you. I think I need to say that again. Nobody's staring at you. What you are experiencing is a psychological trap called the spotlight effect. And what this is, it's an illusion of thinking that people notice you more than they actually do. For example, back when I was in middle and early high school, I had this unrational thought of believing I was being stared at by somebody. I am very good at seeing things in my peripheral vision, so I would notice people moving around me. This included their heads. And I could tell, or at least was convinced, that they were looking at me. But the thing was, I didn't even look back just to try to make sure. I would just act like I didn't notice. This also extended to people I didn't see. If I passed by someone, I would believe they're looking at me. Maybe it's the way I was walking, or maybe they see me in a bad light, or maybe they look down on me. Either way, I just still believed in my mind that they were staring at me, and they were making fun of me. This happened for a while until one day I decided to test something. I would start to look at people around me and just see how they act. When me and the rest of the students were outside the school in the early mornings, I would start looking around at everybody, using my head or just my eyes staring at people, just to see how they behave with each other. Soon enough, I began to notice that no one was staring at me. Absolutely no one was paying me any mind, and only the occasional looking at me, but then quickly looking back to whatever they were doing. I highly recommend trying this for yourself. Now, I will tell you, when you first start to do this, you will feel a bit weird. You will feel like the weirdo. You're gonna start thinking like, dude, I'm weird. Why am I looking at people like a psychopath? But the truth is, the more you do it, the more you get used to that feeling, and eventually the feeling itself is going to disappear because no one is looking at you. Like, you've got to realize that you are not the center of the universe. Everyone else got their own lives. Everyone else is thinking about their own shit. They're on their phones. They're talking to their friends. Okay, they might have glanced at you and you happen to lock eyes. But just because someone's looking at you doesn't mean they're even on your conscious. I can think of many times where I looked at somebody and I just happened to look. I looked at them, but I wasn't looking at them. I was looking through them because I was thinking, and I just happened to lock eyes with them. So just start there and see what happens.